Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about Skai Jackson. Now, I don't think I've ever spoken about Skai Jackson on this channel. I didn't really expect to be going to ever at any point, but there have been some updates online which have been alarming to say the least. Now, to be very clear, there's not much out there. I have a little feeling that there's not going to be all that much out there. It's been very secretive so far, and granted, maybe in the future, more will be aired out. There are some situations with celebrities where I recall there never ever being an explanation, and I just feel like this might be one of them. Anyway, quick note, all of the articles that I found refer back to TMZ, and as much as I don't really like TMZ, if we're just going to read other articles that are quoting TMZ, I might as well just go straight to the source, especially because other articles are briefer than TMZ because they only selectively quote things without explaining why. So here we are. So it says, Disney Channel star Skai Jackson arrested for domestic battery after public fight with boyfriend. Skai Jackson has joined the ranks of former child stars who have had run-ins with the law. The Disney Channel alum was recently arrested, TMZ has learned. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ the actress, best known for starring in the Disney shows Jessie and Bunked, was arrested last week for domestic violence. We're told deputies were called to the Universal City Walk after security spotted Jackson and her boyfriend getting into it, and the actress allegedly pushed him, and more than once. Sources tell us security clocked the altercation and then detained the couple until law enforcement arrived. Now, between this article and the other articles I've read, the same story has repeated over and over in that people were saying that they saw her push him and not the other way around, and apparently she pushed him multiple times. Now, I don't know, obviously I wasn't there, I don't know what happened prior, but it very much seems like it was a one-sided altercation. That being said, a lot of people are immediately jumping onto this saying this is the fall of Skai Jackson, which I feel is a little premature to say. That's not me saying she's innocent, but at the same time, we have so little to go off of. Our sources say Jackson and her boyfriend both denied anything got physical. To the contrary, she said they were happily engaged and expecting a baby together. Deputies say they reviewed video footage and saw she pushed him. Jackson was arrested for misdemeanor domestic battery, cited and released a few hours later. Now, this was one of the bigger points of contention because it appears that, and like I said, I don't follow Skai Jackson that closely, but it appears that nobody even knew she was engaged or pregnant before any of this, which makes it a very weird way to kind of announce to the world, oh, by the way, I'm not only engaged, but I'm also pregnant, but also I'm being arrested for domestic battery, which a lot of people were understandably confused about and also suspicious about, which is one of the first things I thought of because, like I said, we don't know what's going on here. I don't want to assume who's guilty based on what was seen on some video footage only because I don't know where the altercation started, where it ended. So for sure she pushed him. Okay, that was noted in the footage. We have to see if he also pushed her, what happened there. And on top of that, being pregnant, I hope the situation isn't more than what was seen on the footage, but it is concerning with a pregnancy involved on top of everything else. That being said, like I said, we don't really know anything at all, which is also kind of why I was surprised that it was blowing up on social media. But then again, the less we know, the more people can speculate, and I guess that makes it more viral in and of itself than any facts. We're told the case will be reviewed by the LA County District Attorney's Office to determine if charges are warranted. Little is known about Jackson's boyfriend. She's chosen to keep her boo off social media. They reached out to Jackson's reps for comments. So far, no word back. I don't think it's surprising. I doubt there will be any type of commenting on this situation whatsoever. In fact, like I said before, if they don't sweep it under the rug, I would be surprised because this entire situation reads as so messy, especially with someone like Skai Jackson, who, as far as I recall, her only reputation, apart from her career, was sometimes being a meme. It was never anything actually serious. So, quick note on what I said about Skai Jackson not being in any type of scandal prior. She has been in scandals, not any of this magnitude, thank God, but there was a scandal back in 2023 where she was quote-unquote slammed for scamming fans with
a giveaway. So basically, the fans had to send her $5 for the quote unquote chance to win a MacBook in an online raffle. This turned into a whole fucking thing, not just because of the raffle, because actually I see a lot of celebrities doing stuff like this. It's not uncommon, though I do think it's a scam. However, she did say some pretty quotable things. For example, it is not that serious. For a damn $5, it is called a raffle. I don't know if you guys have been to school before, but I know I've been to school, and we used to have raffles all the time, she said, pointedly. So she said that, and obviously people didn't react well to that. On top of that, people were basically saying that she was broke and that she was just straight up stealing this money. And to that, she has another very quotable moment that I forgot about, but then this is instilled in my brain. She said, "I do not need money. Me personally, I do not need money. And I'm not saying this like in a bragging way or anything like that, or in a mean way. I'm just letting you guys know I do not personally need money. Like, I'm very fine in my life." So anyway, now that all of this is going on with Skai Jackson, people have brought this back up, but aside from this moment, which is obviously a very different type of situation, nothing much has ever really happened with Skai Jackson, and I don't know how many people even remember this.
On the other hand, though, I was looking at Skai Jackson's social media just to see what was going on. The comments are understandably an entire mess, just like disastrous as you can imagine, between people kind of making a joke out of everything, between people making memes out of it. And quite ironically, the last TikTok that Skai Jackson posted was this one.
Around the corner with two Oreos. All right, that's it. Where the camera said, I know I'm getting pranked now.
And people in the comments were like, "Oh, was your boyfriend saying no to you? Is that why you hit him?" The timing of all of this was suspicious to people as well, because they're like, there's no way that you're posting about getting mad, quote unquote, at your partner, and then you actually get mad enough at your partner that you get arrested for domestic battery, all within, I think the TikTok was posted 24 hours prior to, or something along those lines, so very shortly before. It all is extremely suspicious, and there's very little online about it, which granted, it did just happen. That being said, I also have seen people saying, "Oh, this is the fall of Skai Jackson," and I think it's premature to really say anything about who did what until we have more information, because like I said, this is very minimal. Like, we see that they looked at footage, that we know that she pushed him, but we don't know anything that happened before or after, and so we don't have the full picture whatsoever. Anyway, you guys can let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always, and I'll catch you guys next time.